Hi, I'm Anita of My Duke and I podcast. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Um, I know I haven't seen you guys in a long time, but I'm in Antigua now. Remember, you guys, I told you that I was going to go overseas and I was going to go to a Commonwealth nation. This is my first stop, and I was going to talk to the people. So here's somebody that I have to talk to today. Her name is Latoya, and we're going to talk about the whole idea of Antigua becoming a republic. And she has some points of view on that. It may be different than what we have been thinking about in the United States. And I just think it's important to hear what the people themselves in that island have to say about whether or not they see themselves as becoming a republic, if it's beneficial to them or unbeneficial to them. So, hi Latoya. Guys,
Hi.
welcome Latoya.
Hi guys. So,
Yes.
yes.
So I was.
Welcome to Antigua.
Oh, thank you. I love Antigua. It's
Yes.
such a beautiful place, and the people in them are so hospitable, and the food is good too.
Yes, very, very good.
Yes. So I was talking to you before, and the whole idea that we have, especially in our Sussex Squad community, starting with how Jamaica recently said that they wanted to become a republic. Then you heard Grenada say they wanted to become a republic. And then we heard Gaston Brown from Antigua here himself saying that he wants, Antigua to become a republic. And then saying that to you, I was even surprised that
We voted against
it. So go ahead and tell me why.
hashtag no republic. It was more of a conscious decision by the people because we were looking at it from unrealistic. We literally took ourselves out and we watched from outside looking in. And to us, we have to learn to creep before we can walk. We took into consideration all the aspects of what makes a great Republican state. And one of the things that we found lacking in our society in Antigua is the lack of education. And not just the lack of education, but not having a sense. It's not as important as it should be in our society. So there's a high level of illiteracy here. And some corruption. And we are only 180 square miles and less than 200,000 persons here. So we're thinking to ourselves, if we take the stance to become a republic state, where do we fall? Where do we see it going from here? Where right now we are having a really hard time with our young people. A lot of campaigns are going up against stopping violence. And then when you ask the young people what's going on, they feel left out. There's a lack of information. There's a lack of self. A lack of where do we go? What our future? Young people cannot get lands. They had to get in jobs after they finish in school. So if we are to become a republic state, we are the same people who are going to have to govern ourselves. And we realize that we have lacked a lot. We have let ourselves down somewhat in our governance. So we're thinking, yes, we want to become a republic state.
Oh, so yes, you guys want to become a republic state. You did say something about education in what you just said there. When you say lack in education, what do you exactly mean?
Okay. Antigua was years ago we would have been considered the third richest Caribbean island in the Caribbean states. And yet we were one of the smallest because we would have introduced tourism to our shores very early, whereas a lot of other countries were focusing on becoming independent from slavery. We were very blessed to have a man in VC Bird, who is my grandfather, who was able to fight the cause for us without sending us out on the battlefield.
She said VC Bird, her grandfather, that was the former prime minister. First prime minister of
Premier. And prime minister.
Oh, wow.
So he was the premier first and then became the prime minister.
Wow.
And he became the prime minister because of the fact set up, whereas the other countries were fighting, physically fighting to regain independence from slavery. We didn't do any of that.
And how did he go about it?
From since at a very small age, he wanted to emancipate his country. So he went to Trinidad and other countries and learned, he studied slavery, he looked at the other countries, and then he came back. He joined the Salvation Army, and I think during that time, yes, there was some slavery there. So he would go to beach plantation, and he would speak wisdom into them, and he would tell them, here are some ideas that we can do. And during that time, the masses wanted, was at this point, I would and he literally went to each slave port, because it's a small island, and he would go to the leader and he said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to strike, or we're going to say this. And they listened to him. But he realized that he needed more. So he did go away and he came back. He said, okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to go to the people. And we're going to do it in a diplomatic way. So he gathered all of the slaves. By the time they were able to produce birth certificates, he collected all of the slave certificates and took them to the court and he presented them to the people. Wow. That was he did a magic. So Antigua was white. We were at a peaceful place when every other country was there. But what would have happened is, because we were given everything so easily, tourism became our industry, because we do have a lot of natural resources, and education became a lack of. And I think it's because we were given there was just a focus on giving everything and not teaching them how to become themselves. So now in 2023, we find a lot of persons that are being given fish and do not know how to fish because they have all the resources, or because they leave from school very early and just go into a job, into a hotel job, and make a lot of money. Do you see that? So a lot of our people are not very well educated, but they're financially stable.
Yeah, so I wanted to touch back again. We got a little sidetrack. I wanted to touch back again on the part that you're saying they're not educated. Now we know in a republic.
I shouldn't say they're not educated. There isn't a stress on education, whereas the other countries, and as I said, Barbados has the University of the West Indies. We just got ours, whereas the other countries knew how important education is to a society, and that was already there. And in 2020, maybe 3 years ago, is when we had our first university.
Oh wow!
So, as I said, there is a lack of concentration in education. So now that we are aware of it, and then we're being told, let's become a republic, a conscious decision that we're not completely ready, but we do want to become one. Because once you become a republic state, you have to use that, and we have not been practicing a lot of that. Sad to say.
Yeah, so with the lack of education, people would not be able to make the informed decision as would be necessary in a republic state, given that we no longer have that figurehead, which would be the United Kingdom.
So people are thinking for us at this point in time.
Okay, yes.
So now we're telling ourselves, we want to think for ourselves, but are we completely ready? And we have been honest with ourselves and said we're not completely ready, but we are working our way towards becoming a republic state.
Oh, wow.
That's why we interjected the University of the West Indies, and we're now focused a lot more on our education, so that our society can be well informed and less ignorant state,
Oh,
so
oh.
that once we become a republic state, we will make the right decisions to have a healthy society.
Very good. I understand very much what you're saying. So Gaston Brown is saying we want the republic. We want a republic state right now, but you
Yes.
guys are saying you guys are not ready yet. Not that you guys don't want
We
it.
want it.
You guys want it. Very clear. You guys want it, but you guys don't think you guys are prepared
And this
for it right
to
now.
me, that was one of our smartest. That to us, when we think about it, we are finally thinking, we are finally using our noodles, and we're really saying, okay, honestly, we're not this yet. We are not making good decisions right now. So
Okay.
what will happen once we are completely independent? It's just like a teenager who's not ready to face the world. They need a little bit more grooming, and the parent needs to teach them and show them how to use their money wisely, and teaching your daughters how to cook so they can become good wives.
Yes.
So we are not there yet. We need to learn a little bit more recipes. We need to learn how to cook a little bit better, and then once we are more because we do not have that. So we should, but we do not.
So let me ask you a question. When do you project that Antigua would become a republic state? You could talk about years, you could talk about months. What, how do you see things in the long run?
It would be unfair for me to say, give a particular, say 10, 15 years. I think focusing on the process getting there is where we would have that awakening already.
Okay.
Because we now start saying, okay, so we need a little bit, we need systems where we're more informed. Our broadcasting, our televisions, we need to know more about what's happening on the outside world. We're very much sheltered and ignorant towards the outside world. And to make decisions for ourselves, we need to know what's happening here. So now we're interjecting our media. We're demanding that our media houses give us more information. We're demanding that the government open more institutions that are going to help people. We're demanding not only our book smart children needs to be celebrated, but the ones that have gifts in other. These are the things that we have been suffering with, thinking that having a trade. This is how ignorant our society is about a trade. We look down on people that are gifted with trades. But now we're realizing, no, that's not true. We need these people as much as we need this book smarts. So now we're now demanding, let's mold us a little better. Let's look at different aspects of our constitution. And then as we go along the journey, I think the demand it will start becoming a little bit louder. Then we can revisit that question again.
Okay.
Are we ready? And I think we should try to do it every term, like how we do our government, because we are a democratic society. So I'm thinking maybe in 4 to 5 years, we need to ask ourselves that question. Are we ready for this? And I think one of these days we will be ready. And I think when we are ready, we will be good for it because everything happens at the right time.
I'm excited about the future for Antigua. I really do want to see Antigua have their own autonomy, making their decisions for themselves as opposed to somebody far removed, one, two, and that position is given to somebody by an inheritance. So yes, I'm excited for you guys.
And maybe more persons need to know what that means.
True. Well, yes. And you
once we know what the phrases of Republican, what makes up a Republic state, what entails being a Republic state. Those once we know the definition of what a Republic is.
And Latoya, you have been on the radio, and I think you're a very good vehicle out there that could, spread the word and maybe.
I was with. We started a movement called No Republic. Hashtag
No Republic for now.
For now. Well, for now. But
Yeah.
that was we were able to open up this kind of worms. We understand the importance of becoming independent. And as I said to you, in the hashtag No Republic, we were able to listen on the radio what people think, and the good, the bad, and the in between.
So you're well informed.
We're well informed.
Yes, so you can speak on the subject
Yes.
because you've heard from the public.
I heard from the public.
Yes, very good.
And that's why we made a conscious decision, because we were, to be honest with you, it wasn't like, no, in the beginning, people were like, Republic? Republic?
What's that?
But then somebody was like, I don't even know what a Republic is.
Boy.
And
Wow.
then more person, and then we started saying, but if we don't even know ourselves, they don't even know what a democratic, a lot of them don't even know what a democratic
Wow,
is.
so that's hence the needed education. You're right. Yes. So Latoya, thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you
Really
for having me
appreciate it, and I enjoyed talking with you.
Bless.
Yes. You know what I forgot to put on?
What?
There's a little muffle that you put with all that noise that was going.
Oh my